this ministry started. In fact, ministry started in the 1999, and then from there, the vision was to start the feeding schemes, and our first care center that we started, Mayenjane Trust, that we started in 2007. That was the first one, 2007, and that our first one was at Section 19. I'm sorry, I just have to correct. Mapiveni was the first one that we start. From there, the second one was Mayenjane. And at the moment, we have 9 of those centers where we feed the children and we educate them and, clothe them. And that's how everything started. And then we also started with the old age home, That's how that started. But everything started from 2007 after my husband passed away. That's when all the care centers started. The Mayenjane Trust came about it in 2010. And that's how everything started.
So for those also interested to know about Mayenjane, what does Mayenjane mean? And whereabouts are you located?
Mayenjane, that's in fact the name Mayenjane, that's another the area, or the Mayenjane, means that was had another name, that the name was Lonchupego, where the meaning of that name is the place of poverty. And we didn't like that name, and that's why we changed it to Mayenjane, because it's also one of the names they have in the area. And Mayenjane means a small flower, a little flower. Yeah, and while we started that's the communities, the elders, they heard about us and they asked us to come and feed the children and to see what you can do for the little ones, because what happened was I was already had started a school in my yard, my home. I started the school for the little ones because that was not compulsory for the children to go to school. And most of the children that was not educated, especially from the area close to us, that's called Mapiveni. And the children start coming to my place and we start to feed them, we start to educate them. And that's how the communities, they hear about what we were doing and they approach us and ask us, please, to come and do something for the little ones. That's how everything started that way. And since then, we've got 9 of those care centers where we feed them, and we clothe them, and we look after them. Plus our children's home too, that Mayenjane Trust has been supporting all this time. Thank you.
So
I don't know if that...
tell us a little bit more
yes.
about the feeding centre and how it operates, the team, and what sort of food are you able to provide the children?
Yes, we had the amount of children, the number of children we have in with the Mayenjane Trust, we have close to 2,000 children, where we feed them every day. We feed them 2 meals a day. The little ones, the ones who come for preschool, they get 2 meals a day. And then there's these children who come back from school, that between 1 to 4 o'clock, they come and when they have their meal there. And we have at Mayenjane, we have the ladies, the parents. Most of the time there's 2 parents. They alternate the days, and they'll come and cook for the children. And then we have the teacher. We have a teacher for the little ones, for the preschoolers. We prepare them for them to be able to go to school, for primary school. Otherwise, if they don't have now any kind of education or help, they don't really take them. And but like I said, because it was not compulsory, at least we're trying to do something for the children. That's how we start everything. And what we do in the morning, we feed them, we give them soft porridge. That the mothers cook soft porridge with sugar, and that's how they have in the morning. And then at lunchtime, we support them, we give them beans, we give them messy meal, and we also have, I don't know if you know what, there's something called Feeding My Starving Children. There's foods coming from America. It's very good. That's rice, soya, it's very nutritious. And that's how we cook that too. But we supply them with the maize meal, the beans, the sugar, the cooking oils, all the things they need to be able to make the meal for them. And some of them, every place has a vegetable facilities for vegetable garden. Where there's a facilities, we provide them with vegetables for them to grow their own vegetables, and they use also that for the children's food too.
Yeah, I have heard about the vegetable plot, the gardens. Can you tell us a little bit about that? What you grow and what the children do?
Yes. No, the vegetable garden that we buy them, the cabbage. I don't know if that's the same. That's a cabbage. We
Yes.
get lettuce. We get we get the pumpkins. All things that they can eat and they can mix on their food. And that's how we just grow all that broccoli, cauliflower, things like that. That's tomatoes, and and they can use for the food for the children. Yeah, and the kids they water, they weed it and take the weeds, remove the weeds, and they water it and they look after those vegetables. Yeah. So not every care center has a place for vegetables because there's a lack of water. Some of the places we have to, just to be careful. As much as we have boreholes in all the care centers, but the land's not good. Too stony, like one of the places at Lomasha, there's, it's really impossible. There's a lot of storms and things like that. But we're trying to provide for them, something for them to do and also to occupy the people there.
So what would you say are the top challenges that you're facing right now, or even as we look to 2021? Yes. What are the sorts of things that are on your mind, on your heart, and things that you would like to see happen?
Yes, our top challenges, to tell you the truth, that's the unity in the communities. As much as the people, they are so much in need. Let's put it that way. They trying to survive themselves, and then they don't really take much care. As much as that's our vision is to look after the children. Doesn't matter if the parents help or don't help. And that's one of the challenges we face. That's the communities, the unity, even for parents to come and support the work we do. That's why sometimes we battle with the parents even to come and cook. You'll have the few of them, they will come. And what we do, we try to bless them by giving them food parcels and just to try to, just to say thank you for the work they do, because that's for their own children. And that's what, and then our biggest challenges also we face, that's also the financial, because we need to provide firewood for them, to cook, and things like that. And that's why all that costs money. And special that also in the times of drought, that happens a lot. The boreholes, they dry, and we have also to pay for water and things like that. That's the challenges we face. What I'd love to see for 2021, I'd love to be able to improve the care centers. I'd like to be able to give the children a little bit more educational toys and educational, just to bring a little more awareness of the things surrounding the world and around the world and all that for them to see. I'd like that see more education, like I said, educational, and they improve all our care centers, and also start skills, something to do with skills. But for that, I need the people to help us. But I'd like to start skills with them, because some of them, we also pay for school fees for children. That's one, because education is so expensive. And we're trying to help some of the children, and we put them through school. And those ones who perform well, we also put them through high school. But some of them, they can't do much. But I'd love to start something to do, skill center, something for them to be able to train them, for them to be able to do something in life for themselves. That's the vision that we have, just to help them. And
that's sounds like it's beyond 2021. You clearly have a passion.
Yes, but would like to start something already by 2021. Have something in the, in those lines. We do start sewing. That I have a lady that went for training, and we'd like to start teaching the sewing classes. At the moment, everything is on standby. We're doing that. Even the masks, we're doing it at my place because we can't be able to be open. But that's what we'd like to start, something special for those who has a need. And mothers, also train mothers, they can provide for their families, and special for our old age home. We have a lot of need. That's one of the visions also. That's for the old age home. We started making, because there's a lot of our old people, they don't have anybody. And remember that some of the young people, they die with HIV. And then our old people, they're destitute and they have no families, and we need to look after them. We had some of our elderly who died by themselves, and it's not a very nice thing to happen. That's why we're trying to build the old age home for them. We're building rooms, but at the moment, that's our big challenge as finances, to be able to finish that work.
So if you were looking at building a skill centre, so what would that mean? Would that mean a plot of land and architect? And...
We do have land. The land, we do have land. The land we have. We just need the support of finances. The land, we do have the land. Yeah. At Mayenjane, where the children's home is, we do have we have lots of land there. That's why our vision is also to be able to start the second children's home, because it will be much healthier for the children to be separated, the boys separate from the girls.
Okay.
And but we have a lot of land. We can build a lot there. Yeah.
So tell us about that second home, and where are we at with it's finishing, and where do you see that?
Yeah, we need to start it. That's one of the things we needed, the finance to start the second home. At the moment, we have one home, and we have the children. We have the care point. We have the preschool. We have all that there. The soup kitchen, where we feed them. The other children, and but we only have, at the moment, we only have one children's home. We'd like to start the second one as soon as we have the financials, the finances to do it. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, Salette, it's been absolutely a joy to speak to you, but also to hear about all the amazing work that you're doing with your team there to help not just the young people, but also the families and the connection there, and your vision and clear passion for reaching your community. So for anybody watching this who is inspired by what they've heard and would like to find out more, maybe to support, to fundraise or donate towards the work you're doing there, how would they find out about you or get in touch with you?
I believe the best way to do it, that will be good to go to the Mayenjane Trust direct, and they'll have all the information there, and it'll be much appreciated.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Salette. We'll put some links in on the video so people can find out more about Mayenjane Trust and support the work there. So thank you so much for your time and for the work that you're doing. Bye.
Thank you so much. It has been really, it's an honor and a privilege to be able to speak to you all. And thank you for everything, for the support. I really appreciate that. And in behalf of everyone and our people, we really appreciate and say thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.